Okay, so to find this area, okay, there's actually two ways you can do it. There's the easy way and there's the more difficult way. The more difficult way would be to do an integral with respect to x. If you do that, you have to get the y's alone right here and write them as equations of x. And if you did that, you would have to have one integral for this part, and then you'd have to have another integral for this part. That's too much work. There's an easier way to do it. So, because we already have the two equations written in terms of y, let's do an integral with respect to y. So I'm going to do y squared minus y plus 2. That's how you do these. You find the area underneath one of the curves and find the area underneath the other curve and then subtract them. This is a shortcut. I'm going to subtract the two functions inside the integral. Okay, so this is an integral with respect to y. So what are my y values? What's my lower and my upper bound for my y's? Yeah, you go to the points of intersection, and then you get your y's from that. That's -1, and that's 2. So you have -1 and 2. -1 and 2. So let's simplify. All right, so we got y squared minus y minus 2 dy. Now we integrate. I'm going to do the antiderivative. So I get 1 over 3 y to the third minus 1 over 2 y squared minus 2y. And then I'm going to plug in 2 and -1. So first when I plug in 2, I get 8 over 3 minus, that would be 2 squared, which is 4. So it would be 4 over 2. That simplifies. Minus 2 times 2, which is 4. Now I have to plug in the -1. When I plug in the -1, I get -1/3, open parenthesis, because I don't want to forget that. Next, I get a -1/2, and then I get a +2, because a -2 times a positive, or -1 would be a +2. All right, so this guy right here simplifies to be a 2, and he's a -2, so let's make sure the negative is right next to him. If I distribute this negative, all these signs change. 1/3 and 8 over 3, those can add together to give me 9 over 3. I like that because 9 over 3 simplifies to something pretty. Right here, now we have a -2 and a -4, which is a -6. And a -2 right here. What is -6 and -2? -8. So I did that one, I did that one, I did that one and that one. Now I just have that 1/2. All right, so this is going to be a 3. 3 and -8 is -5. So I get -5 plus 1/2, which is what? What's that? That is -4 and 1/2. That's your answer. Oh wait, it's positive because it's an area. So we have a positive area. Now if you get a positive 4 and 1/2, that's because you went y plus 2 minus y to the second power. But I went the other way. Technically, you got to take the rightmost function and subtract the leftmost function. Okay, because that's usually like what the top. This one right here would be the top equation, and this would be the bottom equation. So if ever you subtract it incorrectly, that's fine. Just make it positive at the end.